Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this. Hi guys, hello and welcome. No, this is not an art class, unfortunately. I'm not recording and everything. How the hell did my door open up? Must be So, allow me to explain. There have been technical issues, and the last time I've recorded was, um, well, eons ago. The last recording that I've done. Can I? God, I hate when I get this stuff and nothing wants to work properly. Close that for a second. Last time I recorded was on June 15th. Explanation. Let me get to this camera first and. What's going on? Why are we having difficulty? Hi. Let me adjust that for you. Oh. Not really. Okay, let's sit down for a second and explain why. You guys pretty much didn't know that there's problems. Not just with the computer issues. The computer's fine. I had to move things around. Also, on top of that, I got a brand new TV. TV is literally freaking huge. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. That's why there's a lot of movement around. I should be staring up here, I apologize, but the light is too freaking bright. There's a reason for this. But first, allow me to explain why I've been missing. First reason. Don't need to explain it. Give you a moment to sink it in. I have a feeling you won't guess because there's nobody on right now, so I don't blame you. If there is, hi, but I don't expect there to be. But I'll give you a moment to even write down in the comments randomly what is new in the background. For those of you who said bookshelf, you are correct. Hence, the action figures are right behind me, isn't they? Hi, boys. Of course, there's a lot going on. As you can see, I've got my pop figures up on the top shelf up here. And then I got the other figures right here. I got some more figures down here, and then I got my games. Ow. Second reason. The second week I disappeared was I actually got help with the TV. Yeah, it took a long time because there was so much of a mess. Third week, which evolved to pretty much almost to a month to two. I got injured at work. My wrist. So it's kind of hard to actually move around the mouse and everything. It's been taking me a long time to actually turn on the computer, but I managed to turn it on today because of, well, yeah, I use this hand. Everything's done with this hand mostly. But now I'm trying to function and move this hand as much as I can. I'm pretty much not much of the pain is irritating me too much as it was, but it kind of feels like that I have nerve damage. No video games, and it's hard to paint. But I'm planning on doing something strange. To you guys, it's weird because once I start getting back into work and everything, hopefully they understand and I don't get harassed by this. There's a long story, you don't need to know this. Technically, I'm hoping I start doing something different than watercolors. My plan is to pretty much to strengthen my arm, and the best plan that I can think of is making clay. And while I'm at it, I have a friend of mine who actually is, I call him the master of the mechanical stuff. But instead, he's pretty much the merch guy. My buddy, he lives across the, on the other side of America. Anyway, this guy is pretty much talking about joining me on a campaign. I'm talking about actually going into doing it's D&D work a little bit, but I'm actually thinking of making my own characters rather than copying anything that's from the D&D series. but it's going to be slightly different. It's going to go by a different rule and round. Maybe I might actually think about making my own storyline. This might actually be a different world evolved thing close enough to Chronicles of a Demigod, Tales of Maya Knight, Our Little Devil series thing. Instead of doing it on Minecraft, maybe we might do it on Minecraft. I don't know, we're still talking. It's in the works. But while I'm at it, I'm pretty much creating characters with clay to strengthen my hands. That's pretty much what we're talking about. That's in the works. That's what we're talking about. And there is another reason why I called you all here. It's in the title, but it's also the reason why I haven't been around either. I have been also, since I had the time off and everything from work, while I could, and while I've been trying to clean up my room as much as possible. Whenever it's something heavy, I usually call for assistance to clean up my room, but I haven't been able to call for help, so all it is just the small stuff like cleaning up little details and all that stuff. It's still a mess because I found things, threw them on the desk, started doing a lot of dirty work here, there, and everywhere. Oh god, you have no idea. Trust me, I did get help with working on this. This was prior to the injury at work, and same thing with the TV. That was just, yeah, that has nothing to do with it, and I don't even know. It's a long story though with the arm injury. You don't want to know. But right now I'm getting so hectic with all this stuff going on. I'm pretty much in the process of still organizing, sorting things out with this. So, would you like to join me for about an hour of pretty much doing some random sorting card things? I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so let's do class scene for a moment here and switch this up a little bit without hurting my arm. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, I bought these cards. Let me show you this one too. So yeah, I like the mat too. It's awesome. All this, I bought that. It didn't fit under here where my this thing was, the keyboard. It's too big. So I pretty much have all these Naruto cards all laid out. Most of these are extras. Obviously, these are the R's. Right here is the SRs. And there's more to it. There's lots more. I have a ton of cards all over the floor. You know what? Let me get So there's more cards here. I've been organizing as much. This is my recent pile. I finally got a chance to actually, I need to organize it and everything, but I don't know if I can be able to bring that one out. Let me see if I can do this one instead. I don't know. I'm trying to get this one. Let us show you what I have. Mostly on the ground. All organized. Trust me. This is all Naruto cards and everything. No, looks like a mess. I know. This is all Naruto cards as a start. There we go. This is all Naruto cards as a start. And the reason why I'm organizing it and showing you guys it, I'm selling these. I'm getting lots of these duplicates I have, I'm selling. So anything that has like, well, these are not duplicates, but I got mostly like holographic cards like these. They're so freaking cool, but they're duplicates. I'm still processing on what to do with those guys, but I'm at the point with these ones, the R's, like Sasuke for example, as you can see, it's so freaking cool because they call it foil. What is it? I'm at the point where I got regular ones hidden around in one of, I got an entire shelving, a book, what is it? an entire drawer filled to the brim of these cards. I got regular cards without foil. The ones that are like these, that don't have any special things, I'm selling those for freaking $1 because there's so many of them. It's not funny, but I have more of these than I do of the regulars, it seems. So I'm selling those for $1. But truth be told, I'm just selling them for $1. I'm selling those for $1 in a 5-pack. Pretty much on Whatnot, unless you're interested on here and everything else. But I prefer to sell them on a place where I trust. My sister sells things on there and everything, but it's not just Naruto cards that I'm selling. But I'm actually going to start off with the R's in general. So with those ones that are that I talked about, that are the R's that are just regular cards, not like these where they reflect and everything. The ones that are in the drawer that are not holographic are being sold for $1. $5 for 5. I don't know how much to sell them for. I could research it, but I'm at the point where I need to get rid of these excessive cards. So I'm selling the excessive cards, and these ones I'm selling for $2 a piece, which is actually $10 for 5, unless you want to get more. If I have a card that you guys are interested in, just let me know. If you want to start a pack or something like that, and trust me, they originally come in a 5-pack. No matter what they come in, it's like they have the what is it? I have. Let me see if I can get it up. Okie dokie. I'm not going on my direct Amazon account for you guys because that's on my phone. I don't need you to see everything about it. I entrust a lot of things from one of my favorite places to go on Amazon. Let me, should be webs, thing. So, I'm not going on my, original website thing for Amazon, but this is Amazon that I usually go onto for Naruto cards. So, what was it called? This is how I actually figured out where to get the cards and organize them to where they need to go. Let me, give me a second. They sell these things from flash boxes, which I've actually bought, and I recommend them. The only problem is they don't have any of the cards in stock, but they do have it on here, so you can see. There's these ones that are the smaller packs. If you're interested in a small pack or something, a small pack of 36, which is the first tier, they usually have them in awesome sets and everything. They come out like this. It's really cool. Yes, I do want anything Gaara, obviously. I'll go for anything Gaara. If you're interested in trading me the same kind of card, that's like, if you're looking for an AR card, if you have this card with anything of Gaara, an AR card for Gaara, and you want a card that I have of AR that I have duplicate of, or if I already have it and everything, and I want to be rid of it or something like that, I'll do anything for Gaara, obviously. So I can do for a trade. Just let me know on Whatnot. I'm still working on the other things. Yes, there's another thing for Gaara that I want to get. I have not gotten any GPs yet. I have SPs, and I got a lot of these guys. I'm still in the process of figuring out what order they go in, because they never tell me. And I've been asking them what order they have. These are awesome. So they have, whoa, perfect. I don't have to go anywhere. The Flashbox tiers always have R. They always have R, as you can tell, these reflective ones. Let me see if I can get it says display capture. Let me remove that one. And I'll put this in the corner and everything. Let me see, sources. Trying to figure out what to do. Hold on. Let me take this guy, copy. I'm not prepared. Paste reference. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Let's do this. Okay, so you probably won't be able to see what I'm looking at. So as I showed you, the R card that I showed you with this one of Sasuke, the R, like little thing in this corner. I'm trying to see if I can. You could read it from how small it is. So you barely can see it. But if you can't, I'm sorry. The R cards and everything are all in here. They have R, SR, and usually with the smaller pack, the tier 1 flash box come with these ones. Let me quickly show you. So, the smaller packs come with R, SR, SSR, I have UR right here. This is a UR right here. It's so freaking awesome. Those are more expensive, I think. AR, the one I just showed you with Gaara. Is that a UR? Yeah, it was a UR. AR, there was an SP that you guys saw. MR, this is an MR. That's an MR. OR, this is an OR. I haven't organized them completely yet. I'm still in the process, but they're so freaking cool. There's ZR, which I lost count. I could show it to you guys what they are. This is the order I'm going by the way. GP, which I don't have, that I haven't seen. CR, I can't remember. I don't think I have those. What is it? And CR is usually in the blood boxes. That's the let me show you quickly. This one right here. This is the blood box right here. So let me put these back. So the what is it? The tier 2 has all these ones: R, SR, SSR, UR, AR, SP, MR, OR, and then they have CR. That's what this one is. So they pretty much entail with different. I'll show you. I have not seen these ones. No, these ones actually are around all over the place. I love the shadow boxes. I usually buy the shadow boxes. Most of the time I get the war box, but shadow boxes, I like these. They have these, and they have TGR. Sorry. These are TGRs. Transparent. Yeah, transparent cards. There's other ones. The most rare gold Ben things. Those are TG and TGRs. Okay, then we have, for the shadow boxes, we have NRs. NRs. I'll show those to you later. I never gotten the cloud box yet. I haven't even known they existed. They come with CP, and then the war box. BP, SE, LR, and SLR. I will show them to you in just a moment. So, you get the flash boxes, which technically would be this, and they are currently unavailable, but they always have a certain... They will be back, I know they will. But I usually go by Anime World, because they usually have the stuff. But if you do look on Amazon, they always have these kind of... They have these things everywhere. Just try and look at the ones that look trusting, especially with these stars. Keep an eye out on the stars, and look at customer reviews, whatever you do. because there's lots of times, and I've actually bought ones that were actually in a different person's pack. The cards were cut into as it was, what is it? It didn't say anything about it being used, the card. They said everything wasn't touched. It was put into a different pack. But what I did was I opened the box and I got the cards out. The plastic, or the, these card things were cut into, and the cards themselves were cut into. And you're sitting there going, this is, ridiculous. I just paid for something that I should not have gotten. The blood box, however, also unavailable. You also have to do the same thing, but they always come in a 30-pack. They're awesome. There's a lot of them. See? They come out as these ones. My most recent ones that I got were actually from, appearance. These are ORs. These are MRs. There's some of them that are actually really freaking cool. These are NRs. Sorry, these are NRs. I think we're no, we're not yet. There is a big oh, fudge you. Dog! Okay. I thought we were in the thick of it now. Let me see if I can go back. What was that? Okay. Let's see. I like these because they show Gaara. Let me take a look. Oh, wait. Shadow boxes. I think they're trying to get the shadow boxes back in. If they do, I'm on it. Because I know I trust Animal World. And my buddy usually knows these things too. I know. I'm sorry. Crummy video wares, and I've noticed. Anyway, these are the recent ones that I got, but I got them in a blood box pack. There's a big reason why I like these cards. I mean, they show it. There are, pardon me, sorry, excuse me. They have the Rs, the SRs, the SSRs, they have the TR, TGR, and HR. Those are holographic cards right here. And so, they're crazy and everything. But here's the big reason why I want to get these cards. Right here. Oh, I can't show it to you directly. Gaara. He's the reason why I want to get these. I will retire happily from this game once I am done. I am a card collector, what can I say? But once I get Gaara, I'll be happy with the NR. This picture of Gaara, this card of Gaara, I will trade any NR even if I don't have duplicates. I will trade for this card. I will do anything. Hello, random viewer that probably will not want to do trading on this game, but I'm still working on things and everything and all that. Hi. I know I'm live streaming this instead of recording, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm still in process of things. Why does it still say tier 1 shadow packs? I thought they were in a different tier. I thought they were at 4 now. I don't know which part they're on. Shadow 10 packs. Huh? I mean, I should contact my buddy and see how... I finally got BP, but that was actually from the big one. Funny, that's what this one is. This one right here, that's what this one is. I finally got it. I got him. Oh god, yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's even the, what is it? The big war pack. The war box. They only sell the war box all to just one. When they do. I know they're gonna bring it back. I know they'll bring these back. If not, then we're just probably gonna have to wait till Doomsday on that. But yeah, that's what pretty much this is that... Yeah, so, back to the scene. And, click that off, because I usually don't like going completely on there, but you get the picture. I pretty much am recommending either that, but they come always in a package of 5. which pretty much is what I'm selling. I'm just trying to do this right now because, in a way, it's also cleaning up my room because technically there's cards everywhere. I want to keep it organized. So, while I'm doing this and talking to you guys, I was thinking maybe we can organize things pretty much in a better way than just sitting around waiting for everything to happen. Because also, on top of that, as I said, I'm organizing everything from the packets I've got. And I want to see if I can, scooch you over. I don't know how much to sell the duplicates of the bigger ones, but the Rs, SRs, and the SSRs, I'm pretty much going from there. I'm also talking about it right now so that maybe if anybody who sells Naruto cards like these have a better suggestion of how much I should sell the cards rather than selling them for cheap. Because nowadays many people say that you should sell them for more. You should get more out of them. And honestly, at this point in time, I do like to get money in my account, but I'm at the point where it's like, I just want to get rid of the cards. There's just too many excessive cards that I have, and I usually keep 2. It is just, yeah. I'm just, the music might be too loud, I'm sorry. Let me turn it down. Tell me if the music's too low or too loud. And tell me if you can hear me, by the way, because I don't know if my mic is working. I've already checked it. Okay, I just wanted to see. I'm like looking at the mic. Why is it that it's going up slowly? Hello? Hello? I'm sorry, I can't even tell. It's going up slowly, and then it's going up a bunch. And then it's just sliding back down. Like there's a hiccup with the machine or something. I mean, it showed that it was fine. I was actually talking into it earlier, and it showed it was fine. But now it's... I don't even know. Hello? I know, this is weird. I can't... I know, I'm crazy right now, aren't I? I'm now trying to sell my cards off because I'm cleaning my room, and also... Yeah. By the way, hi Knick-Knack. I didn't know if you heard, but the reason for why my absence, I have an injured arm. Also, I'm trying to get rid of this stuff because I'm cleaning my room, and I have, as I said, an entire drawer filled of these things. And now I have them all over the place. I can't even paint. I can't do anything because I have... Some people have a sicker obsession with trying to collect stuff. Music is currently... Really low? Okay. Just... Yeah, I injured my arm at work, and so I have time off until it heals. So right now, I'm technically trying to work it out by sorting out the cards like this to help out the thumb a bit, but at this point in time, it's not that painful at too much, but I'm still trying to work it out. But yeah, I'm in the process of selling these cards, trying to get rid of them. If you're interested in starting a new collection of something, if you're into Naruto, which obviously I know you probably aren't, because Joel, I don't think he likes Naruto as much as I do. It's not just Naruto that I have excessive cards. I have a whole bunch of Yu Yu Hakusho cards. I have these, I don't know how much to sell them. I have One Piece cards. I must have slammed the thing again. And he's freaking out. I got Naruto cards of different kinds. I got a few Pokemon cards, but I don't really have excessive of them. I'm still processing on a few things. I have some card capture cards, but they're one of each. I only keep doubles. So if you give me cards, like, if I have cards like this, I always keep 2 of these. I know I'm pointing at the ones that you can't see very well. That must have been me slamming. Yeah. But yeah, if you're interested in actually starting a collection of something, if you're up for it, I have a bunch of extra cards and I've already decided on what I'm gonna sell it at. I don't want to go to a flea market. I've already made up my mind that I'm gonna be selling them online to a thing called Whatnot, because it's a site that it's very trustworthy. It's better than a flea market, and they actually sell these cards on there because everybody gets excessive of these things, especially the R's and the SRs, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm going through a lot, and I need to sell these things. There's some of these things that I have thousands of duplicates of, obviously the R's. I actually think I have a regular... I've never seen you before. Here's an... Let me do this. An AR. Pretty creepy, if you ask me. That's a sorry for you. But yeah, I'm in the process of selling these cards. As I said, I'm not just selling these cards. I have an excessive supply of Yu Yu Hakusho, if there's anybody interested, One Piece cards and everything. So I'm at the point where I'm not only doing video games. Yes, original or anime. Or original or American. Well, somewhat. Card game. Even though I love Naruto, Cardcaptor Sakura was the first thing that got me into the anime. More of a card captor thing. But yeah, the original, the American butchered version they call it, but I don't consider it a butchered version. Will you stop it, Kakashi? That's a disadvantage of these cards over here. These ones, when they get too high, they start sliding about because they're not normal cards. They're transparent and they're plastic. But they are very expensive, and I probably might find out that they're more expensive than I thought. But yeah, there's like a binder somewhere. I have a whole bunch of cards of different things. But yeah, I'm willing to sell things, any kind of cards, even from Sailor Moon. I love all my cards. Yes, I still have Sailor Moon cards. I love Sailor Moon. I originally made a video some time ago with the kids I was watching after, of these cards, but it was one of those things where I got afraid of showing off that I was selling the cards because long story. We do not want to get into that. It is personal. I tried asking him. Every time I went in there to see him, he was so busy with work, he didn't even have... It wasn't that he didn't have time, but I know, Joel, You're on vacation right now, still. And that's what they said, is that's why you were missing in action. Oh, here's the SP ones. This is the SP. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. But these are the SP. This is the SP one. Those things are so freaking cool. Sorry, Kuwabara. But yeah, I have loads of different ones. Some people might tell me that the ones that I have for Yu Yu Hakusho might be crap. You probably might say that, but I don't know. Ow, ow, God. I need rest. Trust me, it's not a joke. My arm is hurting. I mostly wanted to record this merely to let you guys know why I wasn't painting, why I wasn't doing anything, and what I've been up to mostly. And yes, I have been cleaning, and there's a lot going on. Trust me. After a while, it starts hurting. I think I did pretty well doing this, and I've been flipping out cards for a while. Usually it takes me about 15 minutes before my arm starts giving me a problem. Aww. No, I know. I'm just... If you have any friends at work who wants to start a new collection for Naruto, who are big fans of Naruto actually, these are the ones that I actually have excessiveness of. But I have 3 boxes. Oh, excuse me. I have 3 boxes full of the Yu Yu Hakusho cards. Truth be told, Never mind. But yeah, I have Yu Yu Hakusho. I have One Piece cards, excessive One Piece cards that I want to get rid of, and a lot of them look like they're actually from the manga more than the anime. But yeah, I have the One Piece cards. I have other cards somewhere. I swear I had other things. Also, I haven't put up my new pop figure. I got Deadpool. I love Deadpool. What'd you say? Thank you, because I don't even know when neither of you guys work. Oh, I have a second one of these. Nice. And trust me, the ones past SSR are really expensive, that I know of. But I don't know how much to sell anything past the R's for. But you could see, this is only right here, this 4 piles of the R's are how much excessive of, and they're the reflective ones. I have a ton, I mean a ton of those cards that I'm trying to get rid of. And in all honesty, I don't know how much to sell them for. So since I have an excessive amount of those cards, as I said, I'm selling them for $1. For not $1 for 5, but I'm selling each for $1. So it's $5 for a pack, a regular pack. With the shiny ones, it's $2 per card 5 a pack is $10. Hey, I think it's a really good deal. With how much I have the cards, I'm just trying to use that as an option for that. And to answer your question, I got hurt on June 30th. So it's already past a month that I've been injured. I've been waiting for... They said that I have such an injury that... Yeah, I was actually working for 2 weeks. But I believe. Let's see. So on the 30th, I got injured. Both Sunday and Monday, I had to go home. So I worked the rest of that week. I worked continuously on my leave. On the 23rd, on Tuesday the 23rd, that's when I was sent home. But, yeah, it didn't even heal at all. And I'll tell you the weird reason. I don't know how the heck... It's stupid, actually. It's really stupid. I don't know how it managed to get it hurt like that. But many people won't believe me, so all I can think of is it's too stupid to mention. It's really too stupid to mention. But it hurts like a... It just hurts. But not like it hurts so bad. It's more like it's a slight pinch pain that just goes up, shooting up my wrist, up to my wrist. But I've been trying to really move it, to exercise it. This is one good way to exercise it. But sometimes it hurts too bad to actually to move it. I've been doing pretty good. 2 weeks working with a busted wing? Why? Hello, third person, by the way. I thought it would just go away. I really did. I really thought it was just gonna go away, but it was work who sent me to have me go check it out, and all I can think of is every time I kept worrying. It wasn't that I was worrying about it, it was hurting. It is hurting sometimes when I whip it around, and I shouldn't whip it around. But I have... And it's funny, you call it a wing, by the way. My mom calls it a wing, too. There you are. I already did my exercises today, by the way, if you're asking. Wing is... I like how you say that. No, I get what you mean. It's just funny. My mom calls it that, too. But yeah, I worked with it because the first reason is I thought it would go away, but it continued to stay hurt. The other reason I didn't want to go home big time because I thought it would be a problem for work. Because I was too concerned. Either way, it still works. I just think it's funny that you call it that as much as my mom. But, as I said, I was so afraid that I was going to get lead team on my case. How many days you took off and everything else. All that bad stuff I didn't really want to hear. But luckily, it's workers' comp, so I had to make good research of it before I went into the hospital. Went in to see the doctor again to make sure. And I thought, okay, if I just stayed home for 1 more week, that would have been fine. Or just stayed home 1 week, took care of it, everything would be fine. Or I checked it out. Well, guess what? the day before I was supposed to go in to see the doctor, apparently, my busted wing got injured by doing something freaking stupid. It's the right hand. You know how your right hand has to get in your right hand dominant. It's your arm just gets involved in everything. It has to do stuff because it's the main arm. It does everything. Well, we have these cardboard bins that you just push down kind of to actually get in and grab the cardboard, throw it into the cardboard compactor because this was the only light duty they had for me. Well, truthfully, I don't know why I reached out to grab it when it came up. It's like, how do I explain it? I'll use this as the example. So imagine there's two things next to it. This is the trash compactor. This is the cardboard compactor. And this is the cart. The cart comes in the conveyor, and it's like you have to bring it in and you have to put it in this way. This is the front end, and usually it's easier when you're coming in behind it, and then you tilt the cardboard compactor up like this to grab the stuff that's inside. And then it just goes down and rolls back. Unfortunately, since my busted arm, because you have to throw the cardboard into this side, into this machine over here, you have to throw it into here. I had to switch it around, turn it around half the time, get it in here, avoid the door for it, so I can bring it up, but I had to put it at a slant to avoid hitting the door and scratching it against the other machine beside it. I know it's stupid and I shouldn't do it, but if you think about it very well, I'm, at the time, left-handed. So I have to bring it up. And sometimes I lose control over it, and it drops down, hits the door, and it goes backwards almost into the fence. There's a fence back here, by the way, sorry. And in my case, I don't know why, but when it came up and it slid down, or it came up and it went up really fast like that, I usually catch it with my left hand and slowly bring it up so it doesn't damage the door. I put my right hand in right where it was. When it came up and it slammed my right arm, I was in pain the next morning when I had to go in for the examination. And the lady says, I think you're faking it, because the last time you were here, you were... That's what I'm trying to do, buddy. That's what I'm trying to do. No, I know. I was actually trying to do that myself. The only thing I didn't like was that the physician's assistant, who was helping me, she just... At first she understood that it's a natural reflex. You instantly just put your dominant arm in the way of something that you're not supposed to, and next thing you know, it gets hurt, and it was in pain. And how she was trying to feel it and everything, she was tapping it here into my wrist, and she was tapping like all these places on both hands, and this was starting to hurt because I've already exaggerated this arm, by the way. All of a sudden she was tapping both hands. This one was starting to hurt back here instead of right here when she was tapping it. It was feeling strange. And then she tapped here, it was hurting more. It was like everything was hurting a little bit more here. And she says, I think you're overreacting to the pain from how you first came in. We just explained, as I told you, what happened in the instant the prior night before. And she just sits there and she goes, I think you might need to go see your personal doctor because it might be a mental, you might have a mental problem or a mental issue. I can't remember how she explains it. She was a nurse. A glorified freaking nurse. Not all nurses know what they're doing. But in all honesty, she was telling me this, and I told my mom, I said, next time, if I get my arm checked out, I want the actual doctor. I want the physician to be in said room to check me out and tell me everything. But at the same time we were checking it out, my mom was looking at it. My mom used to be a nurse. I know I told you this, Nick Nack. I know I told you this. My mom used to be a nurse, and she was checking it out, and she says, I have a feeling it's nerves. And I'm going, okay, that's a reasonable answer. And I had to get an MRI. Because she says it might be the ligaments or the tissue, the muscle that might be injured. I don't believe it is. I agree with my mother. It's probably nerves. Because when I was asking her, she said everything controlled in your arm is coming from your head. All the pain that you're feeling. I sometimes get this, I'm not even paying attention to it. And I had my hand at one point out like this, just to rest it. And all of a sudden, there's this little tiny, it's not a pain, but it just sits there and it starts yo-yoing. It starts right back here, goes up through this place, goes back down, up. Sometimes it goes up this way, and then it goes like that. And I'm not doing anything to it. It's just sitting. I'm not controlling it. I'm not paying attention to it. I'm watching TV, for example. I told my mom this. She says, that's nerves. That's obviously your nerves. Your nerves might be, it has a problem. And I'll tell you this right now. When I get injured, I usually carried, what do you want? Oh, never mind. So, I usually work in the snack portion of the warehouse that I work at. How do I explain this? You might be confused of how I say it. What if we could provide mental feedback that could show when nerves light up in pain to doctors? Things would be better, easier for you and others in similar situations as you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Oh, I forgot I had this one. Oh, I'm not getting rid of that baby. I have a special Gara card and I am happy. So, on the 30th, I usually carry, what is it? I'd say you don't have any of these over at Safeway, but only if they're smaller, probably. 64-pack of chips. Yeah, 64-pack of chips. I carried, usually on an average, 2 of them, one on top of the other. But the girls who I worked with usually keep telling me to carry them, open the boxes ahead of time and carry them like you're carrying them side by side. But I don't do that because for some reason they don't want to cooperate and open up where I want them to. I need to be on a flatter surface. Anyway. So, usually I take them 2 at a time. Instead, that Sunday, it was extremely hot. So I decided to do myself a favor, even though it would tick off some of my coworkers because we're not getting things done in time. At that point in time, I could care less because I just wanted to get things done, but I didn't want to overexert myself because it was too freaking hot. I don't know how I managed to do it with just one box. Said special card. I don't play with these cards. I collect them. Kind of like collecting coins. This is my biggest, rarest card that I love. It's a UR. I can't get it to focus. There we go. This is Gara. This is my... I'm sorry, it's upside down. I apologize. I forgot. I usually have this. Yeah, it's... But yeah, that's my favorite character. And my favorite card, pretty much. And I am done pretty much with sorting everything out. Unfortunately, I need to go back track and put them all in. By the way, these are the... Not this one, or this one, not this one. This one is... I call it a rare card because it's the 20th anniversary of Naruto. It's extremely rare, I believe, but I don't know. I think some people have it, I don't know, but maybe. But these ones right here, all the way to these, they're the SLs. They are extremely rare. I got a whole bunch of them. At one point, I got, 4 of them in one pack. And I have doubles. I have, There's a few. Here. Oh. I'm willing to sell some of my doubles, but this one's a double. This one's a double. I don't know where they are, how rare and expensive they are online, where they go and everything. This is a double. Luckily, it's not a double. This one, LR, I can never find. This is a BP of Hidan. I only have one NR, and that's of Sasori. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go through these again and actually do this off screen. I might show them off again. But yeah. That's exactly what my mom said, believe it or not. That's why I decided to take one box of, 64? But I kept doing that where I was going back and forth, where I was constantly getting those boxes of 64 pack of, chips. I'm not kidding. They were a 64 box of chips. And I'm not talking about, like, the ones that you sell over at work. No. They are, like, the ones we have to cut open and actually organize to put into the totes so we can sell them off. It's very confusing. But when I put the box, what I did was I had the box. I put the box down, and as I was putting it down, I think I turned my wrist the wrong way or something. I can't remember what I did. But when I put it down, when I was just about to put it down, as I was turning to put it down, I just went and I dropped the box, and I started sitting there for a moment, just on top of the box like this. And then they called that it was about time that we needed to start. I'm going, okay, it's gonna go away. It's just, that's all it does, is that it just hurts, and it's gonna go away. My mom's a jack of all trades. So, I went back to work, actually, right after the incident. But for some reason, it wouldn't go away. The pain wouldn't go away. So, right afterwards, for the first time, I actually bought myself a soda just to put something cold on it. And I was explaining it to my coworkers, and they said, if you're hurt, you should tell them about it. And or tell the manager. The manager came in, heard that there was something wrong, so he says, what's going on? And I said, and I explained him the whole story, and he just sat there and he says, why don't you go home and take care of yourself? Or first he says, after break, I'm gonna put you on light duty so no more bad stuff will happen. And he says, do you think you'll be okay though, just on light duty? And I said, I'll be okay. Maybe if it's just for the day or something, and I'll be back up to par. And next thing you know, I still wasn't feeling very. It was still hurting while I was doing it. I was doing the best I could with what I had. Next thing you know, he comes out just 15 minutes later and says, I got word from corporate. You should go home and take care of yourself. So I went home for the day, and I thought, oh God, is this gonna count as, what is it? An occurrence? They call it occurrence? And it feels like you get yourself in trouble because you're sick or something like that. It didn't. But we couldn't call up. I found out later we couldn't call up for the sick leave and everything else until pretty much later. I'm gonna organize this while I'm talking and explaining the story. So, with all that's been going on and everything else, just go with me on what I'm doing here, by the way. This is how I organize my cards. I think I screwed it up and put them down wrong. I did. I usually put them down backwards. Allow me to fix this while we're here. So, it should be Rugly first. So, you get to watch me on how I organize my cards. I do it differently than what most people do. It confuses me after a while. But anyway, where did I leave off? Okay, he sent me home, and I thought, you know what? I'll feel better when I come in. So it was like I could feel the pain, but it was more like it's gonna go away. Everything's gonna be just fine. And so I just got ready for work, and I just went in. Except when I was taking a shower after I took care of myself and everything else, or I took a shower and everything, and I was getting ready for work and all that stuff, it was still hurting. Hush! I'm telling you what I've done. Where is it? I know exactly what you're gonna say. If I was there, I would have asked you for your status then and there, and if you continue to hurt, I'd be asking you to go home rested. Seek medical support. And, well, I'll tell you this right now. That's what my manager did. So, that's why I like him. He's awesome. So, I went into work, and he told me, just don't be afraid to tell me what's going on. If you're in pain, let me know. If you're in pain, let me know. If anything else, just talk to me. Just communicate to me if you're in pain, if you're hurting. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. If you're in pain, you're hurting, let me know. Communicate to me. Tell me what's going on. And so I went, okay. But I'm going, I'll tell you this right now, I feel fine. Because you know me, Knick Knack. I'm the type of person that will fight through pain. Because I want to work. I want to go to work. I want to enjoy my job. I want to be able to do my job and everything. And I'm not one to actually leave work unless there's a reason, unless there's a big reason why I can't. Unless I have so much excruciating pain. Sorry, I have to take a moment and stop for a second. But yeah, So I was trying to work and everything the next time, and everybody was helping me. What it was that they finished up what they were doing, setting everything up. All the go backs were already done, pre-done. And so we were setting everything up. They were doing their stuff over there to fix their sides up to actually make it all work out and everything. So instead of me going out and doing my own setting up and loading up all my stuff, I got a lot of help. I got a lot of people helping me, including the manager, to set up my side so that we can get all this stuff done. And also, he didn't want me to exert myself if it was still hurting. I'm going, I'm fine. Everything's fine, folks. Even though I'm not fine, and I wasn't listening to what my body was saying, even though I should have, but I don't seem to think so, because I'm the one person who wants to freaking work. Yeah, that's why I'm recording too, is because I kind of want to do something. I kind of want to do something. So, I'm also trying to check. Yeah, I did it wrong here too. Gonna have to take these out and resort them as much as I can. So, we already heard that. So I just kept going until all of a sudden I had to stop a few times. I had a wrist brace on, and every time I'm trying to move, it's like I'm trying to go, and it's like that shooting pain I explained to you about at that time was constantly going up to my wrist, hurting my thumb. It was more of a pain going up to my thumb and numbing my knuckles at that time. And I'm going, what's going on? What's happening? And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I really was. I was just, So I told my manager, I said, he came over to me actually, and he says, you haven't talked to me. And I said, yeah. And he says, why? And I said, I'm trying to avoid, because I know I'm gonna get probably gonna get sent home or something like that. But he didn't send me home. He brought me into the office so that we can call up for, what is it called? He wanted to call up, the medical care people on call. Yeah, he wanted me to call up the medical people on call so that I can, have, help from any of the, people on call, pretty much. So, he called them up. I had to talk to them and everything. Due to what they have they looked at and researched, they said I needed to be sent to the hospital right away. I know. It was being stubborn, and then being overzealous is stupid. If you were in pain before going in, you should have told him. And it sounds like he has your best interest at heart. Yes, he does. He even wondered why I came in if I was still feeling pain. And yet, what did I do? I still came in while I was in pain. And my mom was wondering, why? Why did you go in if you knew you were hurting? And I'm going, because I'm a stupid child who wants to get her job done. It's more like I just wanted to work. I need to work. If I don't work, then I feel like I am an invalid. I can't do my job properly. I need to do something before I start calling myself names and I'm useless. So, like a stupid idiot, decided to work through the pain. The next time I came in was after I had the doctor's appointment. They gave me a brace. But they were asking me, are you sure about working? And I went, yes, I am really sure. And they said, okay, we'll just try it out, see how it goes. Everything will be fine. Just put you on moderate to light duty. And I went, okay, moderate to light duty. I'm still working, so that's good. So all I did was I worked. I worked as much as I could, but apparently without without acknowledging it, I was working through the pain to have an excuse to do some work. I did not realize I was actually hurting myself more, because even though I thought this arm was healing and it was still hurting, the other arm eventually started hurting. My left hand was hurting. So he kept asking me how I was doing, and every time as a stupid idiot, I keep saying, I'm fine, I'm good, it's a good day to work today. And then it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. But I don't listen to my body. I do not. Whatever I do for the benefit of work, not for my benefit of health. So, pretty much I was sent home eventually, even though I've already got myself hurt. It took a few weeks, and I finally was sent home even though I was against it. I do feel like I'm a load of trash for going home. I forgot I had 2 Garas in these. That made me happy. But yeah, I felt like a freaking idiot. I do keep in contact with my manager, though, letting him know what's going on. But I don't think he hasn't really responded. Unless either number 1, he no longer works there, or number 2, my messages are not being sent. I'm gonna have to check it again. Yeah. We'll go back around and put those in. I must have made a mistake. Somewhere along the lines I made a mistake. I did make a mistake. Oh well, hold on. 29. That's 20. $38. Sorry, I'm screwing myself up here. Okay, so. But yeah, this is what I do with the cards. I am learning from this, my friend. The only thing is, will my brain remember it? It just took me a long time before I actually finally listened to it. Don't worry. That's why I finally took time off and everything. I just don't... The reason also, as I said, why I continued to work was because I was afraid I was going to get myself in trouble by work, because I was taking time off. Because if I took time off, I know I'd feel like I'd get myself in trouble by work because I took time off. Trust me, my job, sometimes I feel like they're very fickle about me taking time off when I'm not feeling too good. Because back in February, they said that I took an entire week off because my previous manager, told me I needed to be at 100%, 100% before I came back to work after being sick. Unfortunately, I had to stay home because he was so persistent about me not coming in if I was sick, especially the sake of my coworkers, which I barely understand. But I stayed off because I wasn't feeling too well. I was not because I thought I had strep throat, and I oftentimes find out that you can be very contagious with that. But yeah, having a sore throat, or not sore throat, strep throat, is very contagious. And I didn't find that out until later down the line when I actually had it. Because I remember my brother had it, and once you had it once, you can easily get it again. Just like when you get heat stroke. And trust me, don't get me started with the Wicked Witch of the West from the other Safeway. You know when I got, what is it? Heat stroke. She could care less. Woo! Don't need to explain that. That's why I was like, if I die, knick-knack, if I die, please do me a favor. I need you to create a grave for me. And I die before I even mention it to you. One time she was a decent manager. When I was overheating and she actually helped me out when I was almost ready to pass out. Oh, is that? Yep. There we go. What time is it? I mean, I know I'm recording for longer than I was planning on, but... Actually, I'm gonna get a new one. Because I didn't realize that I would be having more than I thought. But yeah, I'm all lost in space. Anyway, but yeah, this is actually how I do my cards, and I'm sorry for rambling on like that about what happened at work. I'll tell you this right now, it is not a lie. I have been told by the physician's assistant it was. Because I don't think she believed how possible it was to get injured by carrying a box. But my mom has told me stories, even my manager has told me stories, that you can easily get injured by the most unexpected of things. My mom had pulled out her arm by carrying she was working at Long's drugstores at that time. And she was actually picking up the 6-pack of canned sodas, and she pulled them out of a cart. And as she was putting them on the conveyor belt, her shoulder popped out of her arm socket. Painful as it is, shit can happen. My manager agrees because he's done it himself before too. And no matter what, every time you go see the doctor about things like this, first thing they say is, I think it's in your head. Ow. I keep forgetting about that now. I have these things, and yet I don't use them. No, I don't blame you. I was just saying that as a joke. When I die, I want to be a screensaver. Oh! Okay, the excessive ones are actually done, and I have everything all completed for this one until I get these things going. But I am right now so freaking, yeah, I just wanted to show you off the cards. I'm still working on it, but as I said, the ones that are not reflective and everything, these, what is it? The ones that are not reflective of these R cards, I'm going to test them out. Where are we? Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. So these are cards. I don't know. Yeah, these are cards. I'm, what is it? I'm pretty much going to sell the regular ones, as I said, for, what is it? 1 per dollar, or 1 per card. So I'm pretty much selling them as a 5-pack. And even I'm selling them as a 5-pack, but with the R's foiled, $2 per card, $10 for a 5-pack. I'm being generous because I have an excessive amount of cards here of those things, and I want to get rid of them as much as possible because I have way too much cards. So, if you're willing to start a new pack, or if you want to buy a pack for your family, or something like that, or for a family member or something like that. I'm not just talking about you, Nick Nick. I'm talking about anybody who watches this who is actually interested. Yeah, I'm pretty much, yeah. And if you're actually looking into buying other cards from me, there you go. But yeah, I've just sorted those ones out, finished that, I've done all that stuff. I'm tired now. This is gonna take a while because I got a lot of sorting out to do, And by the time I'm done, you get to see what's actually the awesomeness of what's actually underneath this mat. I mean, you can see Yoko right here, but you saw Kuwabara, and many people are probably confused. What's going on under here? This is actually my favorite mat, and I thought it was going to be the size of the one for the keyboard, but that's going to be my mat for my cards from now on. If I can find a mat that's that big with Gar on it, yeah. Cards look nice, and after this stream, I recommend find your cat. I know, but he doesn't like cuddles. He really doesn't. Oh, but I am ready for bed. I'm not gonna finish this with a long-ass ending thing with the song. Maybe I might. I don't know. But, sorry for that noise. I'm tired, and I need to finish sorting all these cards out as much as I can and everything. Because, as I said, there's a lot of arts, there's a lot of SRs, there's a lot of SSRs, and there's a lot of excess cards I'm selling. But, as I said, to start out with it, just to get rid of the Rs, I'm selling the cards. The cards are going to be sold, for the Rs are going to be sold first. I know. I'm sorry. I like talking. Anyway, good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. I am tired. Good night.